The soured friendship between Kandi Burruss and Phaedra Parks continues to be one of the most talked about storylines in Real Housewives of Atlanta franchise history. The two Georgia peaches have known each other in the industry for years, but quickly became friends when Parks joined the show for season 3 in 2010. However, the bond they shared began to fracture by season 8 in 2015 in the midst of the attorney divorcing her ex-husband, Apollo Nida. The fallout continued when Parks accused the Grammy Award-winning singer-songwriter of not being a supportive friend throughout the process. She claimed that Nida being allowed to store some of his ATVs and Ducati motorcycles at Burruss and her husband Todd Tucker's home added insult to injury. Real Housewives of Atlanta fans say resurfaced clip reveals the moment Phaedra Parks, began plotting to ruin ex-friend Kandi Burruss, left. Around that same time, Nida was convicted for his role in a check fraud and money laundering scheme. By the end of the following season, the former besties had become sworn enemies. That same year, 2016, Parks was exposed as the person responsible for spreading a rumor that the ex-Scape singer and Tucker had a nefarious plan to drug and lure castmate Portia Williams to their sex dungeon. Now, fans of the reality series think they may have new clarity on the moment that Parks accepted her role as one of the RHOA's ultimate villains. A clip from Season 9, Episode 7, Model Behavior, has been recirculated, with many pointing to it as proof of their friendship being too far gone for redemption. In it, the ladies attempt to hash out their differences, with Parks mainly accusing Burruss of making light of the emotional hardships she claimed to be going through during her divorce. "I'm making it light because you made it light to me. You was already talking to other people before your husband even went to jail. When we would talk, you was already planning to marry somebody else by the new year. So it really was a stress off your back at the time. That's the way you was putting it to me," said Burruss. She would further explain that the mortician tried to use her as a scapegoat to friends for pity. During their heated chat, fans may recall that Parks also told the singer, "Maybe I loved you more than my husband," which ultimately provoked Burruss to excuse herself from their meeting altogether. "I don't care what anyone says." After this scene, Faye had started plotting. "I really believe that because one thing Faye doesn't like to do is look crazy," read one reaction to the clip. While another ex-user wrote, "Even now I get scared for Kandi watching this because you can just see the wheels turning in Phaedra's evil head on how she's gonna ruin her for this." Despite years of fans' pleas for the women to make amends, Burruss has remained adamant that her foe is not owed a conversation. In an episode of her YouTube show, Speak On It, last August, she said, "I don't owe her S.T. and I would say that to anybody. Not a mother-f***ing thing. I don't owe her S.T. She will never get S.T. from me." Burruss continued, "You can't defend yourselves against blatant liars, or people who are so spiteful that will make up anything to tear you down and then hide." Parks has previously skirted talking about the sex dungeon story, which led to her being fired from RHOA in 2017, with comments alluding to it being old news, yet claiming her side was never heard. She has since moved on to other Bravo series, such as Season 4 of Real Housewives' Ultimate Girls Trip and Married to Medicine, which aired its 10th season beginning last November. Parks is also a current cast member on the NBC series Traitors. Fans are just noticing Phaedra Parks pulled a stun gun on Kenya Moore during RHOA Season 5 reunion in resurfaced clip. Dr. Heavenly Kimes says Quad Webb has a fake friendship with Phaedra Parks. Dr. Heavenly Kimes says Quad Webb is a user after calling out Webb and Phaedra Parks' seemingly fake friends. Fans notice that Dr. G and Ladasha Lunsford's wedding planner is Kandi Burruss' former employee who took her to court. Left, Johnny Winston 3 and, right, Kandi Burruss.